Okay, time now to switch into cup quarter-final mode. And our first matchup sees South Africa set to take on Samoa. I'm Sean Maloney, and joining me for the call is former New Zealand Sevens captain Karl Tanana. And doesn't this just get the juices flowing early on day two?
Oh, 100%. These two teams, physical. That's the approach both of these sides will bring. Samoa, somewhat of a surprise package on day one, come through with a couple of nice wins, but South Africa, the other team that everyone's put this tournament on, they've come with a very deep squad. It'll be interesting to see how they approach this game.
Well, South Africa coming into this one undefeated on day one. They were dusty early on against Uganda before powering away against Kenya and Canada. Samoa dropped their opening game and then bounced back to winning form, putting away the USA and Argentina. But they are the defending champions, South Africa. And as Karl Tanana mentioned, they are just jam-packed with experience. Their bench adds plenty as well. One of the fittest, one of the fastest seven-sides getting around. They are the series champions of last year as well. Richard Kelly, our referee for this one. 191 games on the circuit. We are in excellent hands for what should be a ripping matchup between South Africa and Samoa. The winner of this one will move ahead and take on either Fiji or Scotland. South Africa, Werner Kok, the biggest names in the world of sevens, about to do their thing for South Africa. That kick needs to go, the 10, and Samoa happy to play on there. They bring it in and muscle up at the breakdown. Samoa with an early touch, Selly. Across the park they come to. The danger man who's rocked on the spot. 11 on 11 there. That was Perez put down by Sanatla. Great front-on shot from Sanatla to put away the Samoan speedster. Now Jacob Ale, just past the 22. The dart from the back from Tupou. Back in the pocket is Miloi. Some nice feet on Miloi, gets it back for Tupou. Tupou, basketball pass back in field, misses the target. This is trouble for Samoa. Great pickup from Quagga Smith. 10 away from the line. Numbers to the left. They're queuing up for a shot here. Werner Kok gets it across to Sanatla. Try, South Africa.
Well, it came from a nice read from South Africa out the back sweeping. He's getting near the 200 marks here, Bella Sanatla. Here it is there, over the top, Tupou. It's just very looping. It gave time for South Africa to come in and intercept their pass, and then the back end, it was a nice distribution from Werner Kok. See, they've got a nice bit of shape about them. They move it quickly. De Preer gives it to Werner Kok here. Schneemann on the outside. Nice pass to Sanatla. And this bloke is starting to catch fire.
Well, we saw yesterday Werner Kok on a number of occasions burn Sanatla on the outside by going himself. This time round, he's got the memo from Sanatla, and Sabello puts away his 193rd try. And the way he's going, he might just crack the 200 this weekend. Restart, plenty of hang time on that. Gives Smith and co the chance to get through and make the stop shot. Samoa yet to take play out of their half. Selly, always so strong and direct with his ball carries. Good ball at the back from Alessio, and they work that left fringe again, Samoa. Miloi tucks it back to the left-hand side again where they've been camped. Nice breakout here from Alessio, who's with Alessio. Needs help, can't get it initially. The clean-out is good, though. The line is excellent from the captain. Here comes Tupou. Super lead-up work, this from the Samoans. Selly's wide, so's Perez. Perez, can he put one back past Sanatla? Perez gets it back for Selly. Super try from the Samoans.
Well, interesting that South Africa are missing a lot of tackles That's the second time they've been broken, and here it is. Here's a nice fend off on Werner Koch, one of the best defenders in sevens rugby. This is Alassio. I like the way he's able to keep his composure, sets it up nicely. A quick bridge, and they release it quickly to Samoa. Nice hit short from the captain, Tupou. And from there, they move it to Joe Perez. One-on-one, the big man takes out Sinatla. But look at this money ball to Sele Sele. Brilliant.
It's been a long while since we've seen the Samoans play this kind of sevens rugby. Carlton Unna, they were well off the pace last year.
The thing that's really stood out for me, Shawnee, as you see the conversion attempt, is that they look fit, the Samoan team. They're using Sele Sele from kickoffs in the middle of the park to draw on defenders, and they spread it wide where they're finding some joy on the edge.
Here is Sele Sele at the restart as well on that far left touchline. Trying to come in on the angle, but there's too much weight on the kick. The tackle's good, though, from the Samoans. Motunga was the man. Great feet from Sinatla back inside to Quagga Smith. Meloy went looking for the turnover, couldn't affect it, and now nice quick pill. Oh, knock on there in tight, and the Samoans pressuring the Blitzbokker into a couple of mistakes, and that one stung.
Branko de Perea actually jumps into. There's nothing wrong with that. He's trying to wrap his arm, Alassio, but that's what you got to do. You can't let the bully. You can see him there. They come in, they're playing physical. The Samoans, get that in your son.
Got horizontal.
It's a tough game.
Great check shot there on the cover defensive charge from the Samoans. 5-5.
Okay.
2 minutes 20 to play in this first half. Branko de Perea, South Africa and Sinatla.
Hold the weight.
Top three.
Very tough kid.
Half kid. He'll be looking to get a little of his own back. Don't worry about that.
Bind. Set.
Samoa, great field position here for them after scoring most recently with Sele Sele. Meloy. Look for Motunga, who knocked on, and as they do so well, the South Africans look for the quick counter. Chris Dry put down just short of halfway. In goes the captain's name, and Quagga Smith back after a stint in 15s with the Lions out of Johannesburg. The counter right comes in from Samoa, and Africa sweeps in and scoops it up. Here's Werner Koch with Sinatla outside. Sinatla settles down to do battle against a Samoan defence and does them in absolute style.
He had no right to score the Siobella Sinatla. South Africa was the one who took it forward. Chris Drive, Werner Koch, look at the way he engages the defence because of the speed. He takes it. He's not going to go around the outside snap, but look at this, boom, gone, stops on a dime. That is why he was World Sevens Player of the Year last year.
Scored a hat-trick yesterday against Kenya. Already 2 on the board here in this first half. It's been a great battle, hasn't it, between Sinatla and Perez on this near side.
Very much. 2 of the premier finishes over this weekend.
The lay-down shot from in front is good. 12-5 is the score, and we'll have some more action before the half-time siren sounds here in Dubai. Stop one of the HSBC Sevens World Series. South Africa go deep with this restart. Sele Sele called on the switch. Sele Sele trying to break clear of Koch. He's penalised there, Koch, not rolling out of the tackle area.
Once again, as I was talking about before, Shawnee, they got Sele Sele in the middle of the park. He gets through a half hole, and look at the advantage line. He's gotten way over it, so they're going forward offensive-wise.
He's been busy playing NPC, Sele Sele, over in New Zealand with Hawke's Bay.
Yeah, playing some 15s. Come back now to the 7s. Starting to find the 7s legs too. Sele Sele. So is this bloke, Werner Koch. He's like a fourth forward for the South Africans. This bloke, anything on the ground, he is so good.
The gap, and I'll make sure they do on your balls. Okay?
One final chance for Samoa in this first half to potentially grab some points. Their
Come in,
first
please.
score coming via Selly. He goes in at the back of the line out here. It's a nice lift. Up goes Arlett. Bit of dip on those passes. Mialoy rips it back to the left. Lovely floated ball across the face there of Selly. And a good charge as well from Arlett, but he's lost the grip on it and given it back to Sanatla. Sanatla v Perez once more. Sanatla connects with Africa, who's hammered there by Perez.
Yeah, lost forward in the tackle by Blue.
Huge hit. Brings an end to the first half. High quality sevens from both sides. And at the break, it is South Africa cleared by the converted try. It is 12 points to 5.
Good work, mate.
We just look after the ball. They've been in 2 mistakes and they've scored from those 2 mistakes. We hunting our trees and are patient and aware because the move mightn't be on. We might call a move, it mightn't be on, so it changes. So we've been ready for it. You may accept the pass, you may not. So, hey, our kick-off, let's get it back, eh? Get it back in there 22. Get it back in there 22. You put them down there, on like a ball. Bring it, we've got a flat ball on you, eh? No, from kick-off.
Dis 'n bietjie nog stadig, maar ons is by 9 is daar skuif om naby uit te kom. Ons kom net eens uit, kom by die skram af daar en keer die fiets aan en 12 minute hulle kan hardloop. As jy 'n pas en dan bly vol. Ons doen goed in die defense, tel 'n bietjie vinniger die nommers op. Alright, maak 'n goeie besluit in die first rounding nou. As jy die bal kan kry net, ons kom uit. Okay? As jy vir die bal gaan, 'n goeie effort en akkuraatheid. Ons kom op by bal, ons maak seker ons kry die turnover. Okay boys. Bly die game hier, julle weer die game die hele tyd. Bly die game hier. Alright, ons moet net die identiteit kom. Dan kan ons die sap maak. Alright boys. Ons kry dan net lyn. Hulle gaan tot die bal so. Dan moet ons iets in die fees. Dan gaan ons saam met hulle so. Check hier so. Check hier so. Let's go.
One thing we found very interesting, especially for Samoa from Gordon Titchens, they've had 4 errors and South Africa punished them twice off those errors, and also the option taken. He said they've got moves, but it might not be on. So you've got to be fluid and just play off that usual playmaking ability.
I've got to ask you this, Carlton Arnott. You were formerly coached by Sir Gordon Titchens. How long does it take for a coach to put his imprint on a side?
Well, I think in the case of Samoa, it's taken them a good whole series last year. You know, I mean, these guys, he's changed their whole routine, he's changed their whole fitness levels, and he's changed their whole nutrition. And now it's starting to come good and pay dividends. So I think 12 months for him is really starting to come good.
He's got his side going along nicely for the moment, though they are down by 7 against South Africa. This our second half of our first Cup quarter-final. The winner here will progress and take on either Fiji or Scotland. Fiji in devastating form yesterday. Like South Africa, they were undefeated. And Scotland just get better and better with each passing tournament. So the mistake from the restart hands Samoa the chance to try and level up here.
There's a lot of space on the right-hand side. If they're able to get a quick heel here, and Alatasi Tupo, the halfback for Samoa, is very quick off the mark, so it might create a 3-on-2 straight away if they're able to manipulate it.
A little messy at scrum time. Eventually, Tupo gets it in. And it is a good, quick, clean strike for Perez. And he bumps out of a couple before being drilled by Quagga Smith. There aren't too many better tacklers in the game than Quagga Smith. Lovely dummy from Tupo. Just trying to free up that left hand edge. Now through the middle they come. Across for Perez. Perez v Smith sits one down. Now tries to power pass it out. Gets it back. Samoa in. 12-10. Kick to come.
Motunga it is. The try scorer for Samoa. But the physicality is the thing that's troubling South Africa from Samoa. Here's the initial break for Malosio. He gives the pass out to Joe Perez. Get that in ya. I say, I'll go again. And I'll give you this. That is brilliant stuff.
3 tacklers beaten on that occasion from Joe Perez. Just the 30 seconds for the kickers to take their shots on goal. Mialoi, it's off to the right, 12-10, the score stays.
Well, we knew it was going to be a physical battle, but look at that, that's the skill. That's just the natural skill from the Samoans, giving that ball away, getting the pass away. Matunga, he's so abrasive in his approach to the game, gets some rewards for some great support play. Passes completed, domination for Samoa.
Samoa looking to cause a huge upset here against the defending champions, against the defending series champions. Matunga went within a whisker of grabbing that and going away for a try, but now it is South Africa on the counter through Sinatla. Sinatla holds it up for Cock. Perez puts down Cock. Cock Upton goes again. It's brilliant. It's brilliant rugby no matter what way you look at it. Werner Cock, so smart, and with the score.
Well, this is why he's got the starting spot off Rua now. Werner Cock, look at the heads-up play. He takes it in, lets go, gets up again. The strength is just so good from Werner Cock. But it is just smart sevens rugby by the South African number 5. Sorry.
You'll get there.
Okay.
You'll get there. And the 5 has 5. Conversion from out wide is good as well. So South Africa bounce it out to a 9-point lead. Could so easily have been a try at the other end for Matunga. Went oh so close to bringing in the restart. Next minute, he's down behind his sticks.
When you have quality teams such as these two going at it, that's the small margins at this level. Those little moments that you have to win. South Africa, well, they were good enough to go the length and score. And they've brought on a couple of people off the bench. They go deep.
On the field is Kyle Brown as well. He goes in with Cogger Smith, and they make the tackle there on Mialoi, the jump up. The little man went up for it. Samoa have to be the next side to score.
Oh, here.
Offside will be the call here against the South Africans.
Playing the receiver. Sorry. No, there's confusion. I'll get you guys on side, and I'll make sure he taps it properly.
Thank you, Richard Kelly. So Tila Mialoi will come across and get it restarted.
Yeah, go to the side here. Yeah, that's a good call because they're deep in their own 22, and that's where South Africa like to keep you. So that's a good release from Samoa. They've been very solid at set-piece play.
That's a super kick to touch. He's peeled off 30-odd metres for his side.
I know what you're saying, but you can't come around and grab a player that doesn't have the ball.
Put his team inside the South African half. When will we see Samoa Tuloa on the field?
Gap, please.
Another flyer in this Samoan outfit, Seli. None better in the air than Seli. And there is Tuloa on that far side. Mialoi can't link up on that occasion. More is the call, and the turnover comes for the Blitzbokker.
And that's the bench. Kyle Brown, Jason Hadul, Ruan now. Look at the heads-up play. Hadul's the first one that makes contact. Kyle Brown comes and assists. Ruan now on the other side. That's just numbers. 3 against 1. There's only one winner.
Well, Yosefo didn't need to go in there and commit. Just need to let his man try and get his knees on the turf, and then it would have been a case of the South Africans having a release the Samoans, but
Yeah, I'm standing right on it.
this team full of smarts, these Blitzbokkers.
Well, it's great to see Kyle Brown back, the former captain. You talk about smarts.
I know it was
Such
on
a
your ball last
integral
time, but
player,
scrum-
especially
listen
coming
up,
off the bench to
listen
have
up.
someone like that,
The
basically
scrum
a
was
second
unstable
coach
last time.
on the
Wait
field.
for the ball, please. Both sides.
Had his issues with injuries over the past couple of seasons, but it's great to see him back and looking fit.
Okay, time back on. Crouch. Bind. Set.
Looking to force the error here, Samoa. Breathe some life back into this one, still plenty of time. South Africans come away with Nell. Nell steers back in field, beats another defender, Nell. Quality run from Nell, and now numbers to the left. Agaba floating out wide. Agaba! Too big, too strong. And that'll wrap it up for the Blitzbokker.
When you got the guys such as Kyle Brown, Ruan now, Justin Hadul, and then Tim Agaba, Ruan now does supremely well here. You see he's just making players miss. He's such a big unit that you have to send numbers on to get good quick ball. And look at the straightening here from Werner Koch. Gives a nice pass. He's juggled a little bit, but Agaba at full noise is never going to be stopped in that position.
Not a chance. So after being threatened just moments ago, the South Africans find a way to extend their lead to a match-winning one inside the last minute now. The difference is 16. And it's the bench that adds so much as well. Loaded. The Blitzbokker. Up the middle they go. With the restart, it falls for Samoa. Samoa floating it long here. Not much real estate down that left touchline for Kellett Moore. On debut this weekend. Did a good job of keeping it alive. Now, Motunga.
Tackle!
Popping up for Paolo.
Backwards play.
It's ugly initially there for Kellett Moore, and he does a good job of bringing in and taking on for some extra meters. Samoa. Going to finish this one with a try.
Advantage.
Won't affect the result.
Penalty advantage.
Tough to go for the captain. Tupou gets it across the park. It's Yosefo down that right-hand touchline. Agaba comes reeling out of that contact. A big shot from South Africa. How's that for some defence? The game is theirs. They've already got their spot booked in the Cup semi-final. They just keep smacking all day long. South Africa winners in our first Cup quarter-final over Samoa. 26 points to 10.